guys, it's Michael from Plants Love Bugs again. So I'm going to show you how to get Nepenthes cuttings from this to this to this. Sorry about that, guys. I meant to this. From a cutting to an actual rooted cutting with a picture already coming on. So this cutting's a couple months old already, and you can see where the incision was made right here, and it created a new growth point coming from here. So let's get started. So before we get on with the process, we're gonna need some supplies first. We need something to cut with in order to make the cuttings themselves. So I have a scissors. Anything that can cut will work. Trimmers, clippers. I use the scissors because it's pretty easy. We're also gonna need a pot, which is right here. I got the pot already prepped with sphagnum moss that's already wet, and also I have perlite in there at the bottom. It's kind of hard to see, but you can see a little bit coming out of here. And we're also gonna need a baggie. So I got a baggie because we're gonna wanna enclose the entire Nepenthes cutting and the pot. And we'll do that later on in this video. And one more thing, plant label. That way you know what species or hybrid that the cutting is that you made, because when you make multiple cuttings, it might get confusing on which is which, because they're all gonna kind of look the same. And you'll see that in a minute. So let's start the process. So today we're gonna be doing cuttings of my Nepenthes graciliflora, I believe that's how you pronounce it. So how I like to do it is, I like to start counting from the leaf that is not the growth node, or the beginning growth, which this would be the beginning growth, or the growth node. So I usually count to the third leaf to make a cutting. So I'll go 1, 2, 3, and then I'll make an incision right below that third leaf here. And so what I usually do is, you want to sanitize your cutting utensils. And the reason why you want to do that is it's to help prevent the spread of pathogens, disease, funguses, stuff like that, fungi I should say. And so what I do is I'll kind of take a lighter and I'll burn a little bit the edges here. So once you do that for a little bit, and I'll even get the other side. There we go, it's a better picture. I'm ready to do my cuttings. So remember, very simple, very straightforward. I don't want to count this growth node right here. I want to count the first leaf that's already out. So I'll go 1, 2, 3. I'm going to make an incision right here. I'm going to make it slanted. The reason why you want to make it slanted is because it helps with the surface area. And that fell. But that's okay. So now we have our new growth point. Well, now we have our new cutting, I should say. So see how it's slanted? It's kind of hard to see with the camera. There we go. It's a little bit better. See how it's slanted? All right, so let's pop this guy up. Now that we have our cutting that we took, we want to put it in the soil. Well, this isn't really soil, but the growing medium for Nepenthes, which is the sphagnum and perlite mix. And what we want to do is just want to simply stick it in the soil. Don't really push it down too much. And I made a little hole, so let me show you guys that. I made a little hole in the soil, growing medium in the pot, and I'll just stick the cutting right in there. And what you also want to do is, I didn't show this earlier in the video, but that's okay. You can do this now. Is you want to take your scissors and you want to cut a bit of the leaf off. This is to help save water during transpiration. And the reason why you want to do this is because you want it to put more energy into actually growing. Because the leaves here, they have a large surface area. It's going to release a lot of water. It might dry out the cutting, possibly, even though we're going to be putting this in a bag, which is the next step, actually. We want to put this in a bag because we want to retain as much humidity as possible. And again, you want to make sure that you have your plant label. And let me grab that real quick, that dropped. And you want to get your plant label with the date on it and stick it somewhere you can easily see it. There we go. And last step, you just want to put it right in the bag. And close it all the way, and it kind of got jumped around a little bit, and we're having technical difficulties because this zipper just came undone. So after putting it properly in the bag, this is what your Nepenthes cutting should look like for the final, well, not the final stage, but the last step in the cutting process. And yeah, so you can see I even put the species name and the date on the bag as well. It also has the plant label here. It's kind of hard to see with the white labeling of the Ziploc bag, but I'll turn it around so you can probably see it better. So yeah, so after a few months, it should start growing. I would keep it out of direct sunlight, of course, and you really shouldn't be growing Nepenthes in direct sunlight anyways. I'm going to grow it here in my greenhouse. I'm going to put it in a shady spot, and well, in a couple months, we can make an update and we can start seeing the roots that come up from it. And hopefully you guys learned a lot from this video. If you guys got any other questions, let me know. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.